Consider Bruce Nelson's predicament, running a boating business on America's largest freshwater reservoir. Big, stunning, and shrinking. The white markings, so-called bathtub rings, reveal how much Lake Mead has dropped, over 50 meters.
You know, we have a telltale sign because of hard water deposits, but if we didn't have that and that was all brown, nobody would have an idea that this lake was low.
But it is, hovering near record lows, the Hoover Dam allowing less water downstream, an alarming sign of a stubborn drought threatening water supply to tens of millions of Americans.
Drought with climate change being what it seems to be, you get people scared, and we have to change. We live in the desert. We have to make sure that we are being water cautious.
The flow from the Colorado River is dramatically reduced, forcing a hard recalculation of who gets how much water when there's less. The 7 states which depend on this water must agree to large cuts to consumption this spring, or the U.S. government will impose them.
2000 to 2022 is the driest 23-year period on record for the Colorado River.
Colby Pellegrino works for the Southern Nevada Water Authority.
We don't know what the future holds in terms of climate change. There's a very good chance that what we're experiencing today, and considering historic drought, could be the historic wet period of the next 100 years, which is quite scary. So I think not only are the nation's eyes on us, but the world's eyes are on us.
There's no ignoring the signs. Once sunken boats, beached, even exposed human remains, this old marina had to relocate here as the water levels dropped. The national park's ramp to the boat launch, it's like a runway now.
So 20 years ago, though, we would have seen water way higher here.
We'd be underwater right here, basically.
Park Superintendent Mike Gauthier has to keep adapting services, knowing the reservoir could drop further.
And think of it as a cocktail glass, so to speak. You've got canyons and the rivers at the bottom. So as it fills, the glass gets full and you have more water at the top. But as it goes down, it declines a little faster.
The looming fear is Lake Mead could reach what's called dead pool. So low, water can't flow over the dam.
There's a lot of smart minds working hard to solve this problem, and there's a lot of hope. It's just going to take some changes, and change is hard for people.
Lake Mead is a barometer of the difficult decisions ahead.
Susan, parts of the Southwest were recently hit with those massive storms, snow, and heavy rains. How will that impact the water supply?
Well, they'll take it gladly, hoping that that deeper snowpack will translate into more runoff into the river system and not get sucked up by this arid ground. But experts say it would take years of winters like this one just to begin to replenish what's been lost. I mean, this reservoir is like a bank account, and the mega drought robbed it, and consumers are kind of depleting the rest. It's a cautionary tale for all of us. And if, as the UN climate report said today, these droughts get longer and more severe, conservation measures may not be enough. And that's why they're starting here in the Southwest. They will be taking deep cuts to the water supply this year, David.
Susan Ormiston in Lake Mead, Nevada, thank you.
You're welcome.